Coach Goddard, man. How you doing?
Man, I'm doing good today. How you doing, bro?
I'm doing good. Listen, I feel like you got a very special group with this offensive line. Very special group. But I also heard you say that preseason accolades, they're nice, but they don't mean anything at the end of the day. How important is it to keep that hunger and not let them rest on their laurels for what they've been awarded so far in this preseason?
It's just like you said, bro, we got to keep them hungry, you know what I mean? Because sometimes, man, we get those preseason accolades, everybody patting you on your back, telling you how good this, that, and the third. None of that mean nothing if you go out there and lay an egg, right? So we got to keep them hungry and thirsty and wanting for more, because at the end of the day, we hadn't won nothing. You know what I mean? The cream of the crop is still, Central and Howard. So we haven't done anything yet, man. We got a lot of good individual players, but we got to create that cohesiveness and that synergy and put it all together for the game.
Kind of speak on Nick Tass's career from when he first got here to where he is now, and just how proud of you that you were able to have a hand in developing a kid like that.
Yeah, man, Nick Tass, man, he came with a lot of adversity, man. He's grown up with some adversity, right? And he's overcome that. So when you come and play football, you're doing the same thing every day, just handling that adversity every day. It's also good when the guy's pretty darn good, right? The one thing about Nick, man, he got that drive, he got that will, he got that it factor. That when I yell at, he's one of them kids you can yell at and he gonna go tear the whole house down, right? And I mean that all in a good way. You got some kids you can't really yell at, you got a coach, you got some kids you can get after. I know Nick is one of them dogs that I can get after. If I get after him, I know we're gonna have a good day. So obviously, man, with a guy like Nick, you always wanna identify his weaknesses and strengthen those weaknesses, and you want to continue to polish the strengths, all right? So we focus more on the weaknesses so we won't have any, and so we can continue to polish his strengths and make sure he's a leader and make sure he's being the catalyst to our O-line. But like you said earlier, man, them accolades don't mean nothing if you go out there and lay an egg. So our big deal is just trying to stay hungry, and he's one of those guys who's never satisfied, and now this year, just being an old head, he's really becoming that dope leader that I want up front for our dogs up front.
Last question for you, Coach. What do you think needs to happen between now and the FAMU game when you guys go to Tallahassee for the offensive line to be a well-cohesive unit?
Absolutely, man. We need to stack these days, bro. We need to go 1-0 every day. As long as we continue to stack days and get 1% better every day, we'll be fine, because FAMU guys a really good defense, and they always got a good defensive line. And their defensive coordinator, Millen Passon, do a heck of a job with them dudes. And, man, we just got to make sure we're doing our job and not, like you said, don't be looking at those preseason accolades, and stay together. We all about synergy and cohesiveness and chemistry up front. And if we can do that and do our job with our footwork, fit, and finish, dog, we're going to be all right.
Thank you so much, Coach. I appreciate it.
Man, thank you. Appreciate you. Go.